I didn't always run as physical as I have been, but after practicing and really just getting the mindset of doing that continuously, it's kind of become part of my game. So
To be that, they were looking for a backup running back. You certainly filled the bill. How did you turn it on? How did it click for you?
I mean, there's everybody goes through a certain process, but I was just focusing on doing the best I can and helping the team whatever in whatever way I can. I was just being just trying to be consistent in my game and trust that the Lord has a plan for me or whatever, and trusting the coaches and my teammates for doing the right thing. But yeah.
Was there a point in practice where you kind of felt like, okay, now it's kind of coming together for me? Because I know there was a little bit of a delayed start with your health and everything.
Yeah, that was a tough part, dealing with some health issues during fall camp. But, I just stayed positive. I try to have a good mindset all the way through and, not get too down on myself and just, when I have the chance to get on the field, just play football, and be confident in what I can do, and any way I can help the team is awesome. So.
What comes to mind when you break into the open field, like on that swing pass the other night, where Justin checked down to you, or on the very next play where suddenly it's all green? What goes through a guy like yours mind?
Well, it's something to get used to again. I didn't really feel like I really truly played football in a while, so it's something that. That's a process too of really just having that vision in the open field. But, really I'm just trying to get downfield as fast as I can.
Yeah. Did they say that was going to be the Master Teague package? 3 straight plays, touchdown?
Oh, I guess that's just how it worked out.
Yeah.
I just try to get out there and, be the best I can be.
Master, how important does it mean to this team to have both of you guys capable like that?
I think it's important. I know JK is an able guy, but I feel like he sometimes guys need breaks, so you need somebody to step in, and here we have competitive excellence. So if your number's called, you want to be just as good as the guy that just got out. So whatever that the way they want me to contribute, I'll do that to help the team. So
this is my last year here, and I wanted to go out and show the nation what I could do. But things happen. Things happen, and the only thing you control is what you can control, and that's what my mindset, just staying positive and just going out there and keeping a positive mindset, doing everything I can for my team, and just knowing that even though, things happen, things happen, and there's a lot of things out there that where it's happening, and you just gotta take it and keep moving forward.
Hey, Coop.
It's never going to probably feel like my left ankle.
You talking about bone? Is it a fracture or just a sprain?
It was a pretty high sprain.
Hey,
Did
Coop.
you assist or anything? I think you were in Martinez's face on the high throw that Okudah got.
Oh yeah.
You get any credit for that?
My teammates give me credit. I don't know if they gave me any credit though. But I was like, if you see it on film, like I push them back and see their interception, I'm like, yeah, like I was right there. I'm glad I got to at least do something.
Yeah.
I not have to play football for a month.
Impact that you thought.
I feel like I can still have a pretty good impact. Definitely. Because I'm every day I'm getting better, a little bit better, getting back to that 100% status. And I feel like even though my season didn't start the way that I wanted it to, I can make sure that it finishes the way I want to.
Gotcha. Did you need to get back on the field in order to be the kind of leader you want to be? I mean, you tried to do it even when you were hurt, but it's different.
It's definitely different because you want to be out there, and your teammates want to see you out there. If you're putting in the work as them, to be the leader that I wanted to be, I want to make sure that I'm in the fire in the game with my teammates.
Hey, Coop, you talked about being frustrated. How did you deal with those frustrations? Were you in like Coach Jay's office all the time? Is there a pillow that you beat up? I mean, did you take up boxing? How did you deal with it?
Every single day I woke up and I think you guys know me. I'm a happy guy. I like to smile and have fun, but every single day I just try to stay positive, find any bright side, be happy that one day I couldn't walk and the next day I could. One day I could do this with my foot and the next day I could do that. You know, it's just finding the little small victories, little wins, and just, you know, I mean, I'm naturally a guy who just, you know, things are going to happen. My career hasn't even gone the way I wanted it to go here at Ohio State, but I can make sure that it finishes that way by just keeping a positive mindset, going as hard as I can every single day, and the support of my teammates and my brothers. Like, I love them. You know, I do it all for them anyway. So, I mean, it was tough. Don't get me wrong. It was really, really tough. But I'm here. You know, I'm here mentally, and just happy happy I even had a chance to just go out there and run out with my team.
You were a good teammate and a good captain. Are you a good patient?
You gotta ask Stu on that one, man. We spent hours and countless hours together. Hours, man. Like 12 hours a day. It was crazy. You gotta ask him.
Did they give you a timeline, or did they just say a range?
Not really. They gave me like the range of like average and everything, but they said some people recover earlier and some people recover later.
What they tell you was the average?
Like 6 weeks.
Which way?
I know that Chase had some ankle injuries that he played through last year. Do you talk to him at all about how to play through that, how to not let it slow you down?
Yeah, I mean, Chase like rolled up his ankle. You know, I think we had a little bit different. Different.
Here's a little
injuries.
more severe.
Yeah, just a little bit more severe than that. Don't get me wrong. If I could play through this, I would have definitely. But I mean, nah, he talks to me. You know, he makes sure that I'm good.
Is there that extra level of motivation about knowing it is your last year? Of as soon as I can possibly get back on the field, I'm going to be back out there.
I mean, yeah, I don't have a lot of time. You know, but also I want to make sure that when I get out there that the film that I'm putting out is good film. I don't want to just be out there limping around and be like, oh, what's he doing? Like, I want to make it's not even that I want to be back with my teammates. I want to make a difference when I come back.
Did it make it a little easier on you that while you were out, the defense was playing as well as it was?
Yeah, I mean, I was happy every single week that my defense was going out there and doing what I said we were going to do in the Big Ten immediate days, you know. Really happy for them. So.
I think maybe what Dan was getting at was like, can Chase give you any tips on playing like with a sore ankle? Obviously, you're well enough you can play now, but you're probably not feeling exactly like you can do everything you want to do, and I'm sure that's how he felt too. Is there anything that you kind of have to adjust what you can do based on how you feel?
I mean, not really. I wouldn't say. Like I said, he talks to me and he's like, man, I know how you feel. I mean, obviously with a sore ankle, things are just naturally going to hurt whenever you're pass rushing and doing a lot of things. But yeah, that's about it.
We fought through the other night a 4-4-3 defense for one of another term. You had 4 linebackers on the field and 4 defensive linemen, and you, Jordan, and Damon. But what does that bring to the fore? I mean, you guys seem to have an option for a lot of situations at this point, right?
Yeah, our defense is like really versatile. But I think on top of that, it's also kind of it's simple, so no one has to overthink anything. So we're able to like change up the defensive looks, but like the same concepts still apply, and that makes it just easier for everyone to just go out there and play fast, as opposed to just kind of overthinking things where you might get guys out of place. Everyone knows their job because I mean, it's like whatever way you put it, the job still stays the same.
What sort of questions do you ask Coach Hafley about his time in the NFL?
I kind of just I asked him like how the players were, like the differences between college and the NFL. I asked him conceptually like what's different. I asked him like what different receivers will do compared to college receivers. I asked him about what Richard Sherman and Darrelle Revis were like. So I asked him with a lot of things just because I kind of wanted to soak up as much information as I can.
You had a couple pass breakups against FAU. Now you're turning those into interceptions. Is there something that you worked on to turn those into interceptions, or is it just kind of a twitch thing? You're getting more comfortable in the scheme.
I would just say just making the play when it comes. I mean, some balls are like easier to intercept than other balls. So I wouldn't say it's nothing that I've been doing in particular, but I think it's just the opportunity that has been presenting itself to me.
Jeff, when you made your visit here,
it mattered to recruit. having, I mean, with this day and age, social media and all that, whatnot, having different uniforms are kind of like brings more allure to recruits, especially like the black ones that we have. I know even me being in high school, I always saw the black ones that they wore against Penn State as like really, really cool, and something that I want to
So
wear.
you show up and they're wearing cool uniforms but don't play well. The energy in the stadium isn't there. It doesn't matter, right?
It doesn't matter. Yes, you have to perform well in the uniforms, or I mean, it's just uniforms. Really.
I mean, their technique, they all play with a low pad level. And, you know, they don't stop. Like, it doesn't matter if you knock them down, they're going to get back up and keep trying to make the play. And that's just kind of their defense alone. And, you know, they're a very tough defense. And it's going to be another great challenge for us.
Will this be the best test to date for you guys up front? The way they like to stunt, you know.
Oh yeah, no,
twist everything.
definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I mean, or how good are they at that aspect of the game? Just lining up one way and coming, you know, twisting, stunning, all that kind of stuff.
Oh no, they're very good and they're very efficient. I mean, you don't see guys out of their gap.
Yeah.
You know, they you know, when they signal in whatever gap they're going to, they're going to stay in that gap and protect it. They're not going to do anything out of the ordinary. They're very sound and they play their gaps very well.
Well, there's some plays you guys have had, especially the last couple of weeks, that you could almost put on a clinic tape about how to block, a play and stuff. But I'm just, where does this chemistry come from so fast, do you think, for you guys up front?
You know, I just feel like it's kind of just been this way even since spring ball, just coming back after this season and all the, you know, doubt and expectation. Like, we didn't really have very high expectations just from, you know, outside sources coming in, and I feel like that's been really fueling our fire. So, and too, just the love that we have for each other. You know, we're not out here doing it for ourselves and the name on the back. We're doing it for the name in the front, which is the Ohio State Buckeyes. So, as long as we keep on doing that, we're going to keep on progressing well.
Justin said he and JK took the line out for dinner the other night.
Yeah.
Was that nice? Was that kind of the first time you guys had done that this year?
Yeah, it was the first time we did that this year. We were trying to do it for a while, and yeah, it was really nice. We went to Benihana. It was good camaraderie too. We were all able to, you know, chop it up, and actually Chase Young and Justin Fields and KJ came too. So yeah, it was actually a lot of fun.
Who put down the most?
I'd probably either say Jonah or Josh Appleby. Because they got sushi in the beginning, and yeah, they got the whole deal. Yeah, they got the whole deal.
Is anything?
No, I mean, just because it's the expectation. You know, the stuff that we've been doing, that's what we're supposed to do. And, you know, obviously I feel like that we still can do a lot better, and that there was a lot of mistakes that we made in that Nebraska game that we could fix, and me personally as well. So it's not really been a surprise. It's just the expectation that you receive when you get here. That's what you're supposed to do. And, you know, especially for me, seeing the past couple lines, I mean, that's always been the expectation, just to move people off the ball.
How remarkable was it knowing Josh Allaby's been practicing at left tackle all until last week? How remarkable was it the way he played the other night, Wyatt? I mean, that's what you do for a living, is play.
I mean, it was
line
just,
football.
You know, it was pretty unbelievable just because of the fact that, you know, here he is taking all left tackle pass sets and all that, and then boom, something happens, and now he's playing right tackle. And I mean, just the way he was able to get down, like, he didn't look awkward in his pass sets at all or in his stance, and in the run game too. I mean, he was coming off and, you know, getting after people. So I mean, it was very impressive, and like I said, he definitely deserved that award.
And one of the quick, Josh Myers, how well, knock on wood probably, flawless with his snaps, but he's getting the second level extremely quick for a center on occasion, things like that. But how well is he playing in your book?
Oh, he's playing extremely well. I mean, he's like our quarterback out there, especially in that game, in that loud environment. We had no issues knowing what the calls were. I mean, he was sitting down, yelling confidently who we're going to, what we're doing. I mean, like, he you know, he's a leader and he guides us, so he's been doing a great job at it.
Hey, midway through the first quarter, they had a kid, Josh.
Yeah, do you remember back?
Yeah. That kid got suspended, you know.
Oh,
Davis. Yeah, but I mean, all I saw was him land on top of him, kind of use his helmet. Did you see anything else after that?
Yeah.
Is there a swing involved?
Yeah, I mean, there was stuff that he shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
But
Evidently.
You know, it's football, stuff happens. So.
Yeah. Appreciate it, man.
No problem.